Good morning, everyone. We are on the way to the shop. We got a couple fun things to do today. First off, I want to get the bumper off, reinstall the trunk latch properly, and then we got some new Morimoto taillights we'll put on. So we're gonna unwire the old ones, wire up the new ones, and then if they come in the mail today, which they should, we are also going to do a new stereo, and we are going to do new trunk struts because the trunk does not stay open. So we just got some nitpicky things to put on today. I'll show you the damage as well. We'll assess the damage while the bumper's off. I have to put the fender liner on. I have to figure out where the evap code is coming from, although it went away. There was an evap engine light and now it's gone. I don't know. But I'll kind of describe my plans about how we're gonna fix everything as well. But let's head over to the shop.
Someone to call mine. Everybody's falling in love and I'm falling behind.
All right, let me show you some more of the damage that I found. So we found another crack right here on the tub. That one goes up quite a bit. And then I think there's one under here, which I'm not going to take off because it is currently holding up the trunk. And then, let me grab my flashlight actually. Underneath, right in the corners, there are some cracks as well. So right, if you'll focus right there, there's a crack. Back farther in, there's another crack. Not sure if you can see. Where is it? Kind of right where that connector is. And then I think there might have been another one. I don't know. It might be it. But anyway, I think what happened was this bash bar just smacked this thing, which kind of pushed this side in, which is why those have started to crack. But nothing is too bad. I think that what we can do, I saw a video of Lisi Garage putting some type of like sealant over this, which is also like a hardener, and it kind of bonds it together. So that will be addressed at a later date. That panel has to be replaced anyway. I already got a new one. I think, probably make this one work. Although that crack is kind of poopy. And that crack is kind of poopy. And then that mounting bracket is also bad. So I ended up buying another one of these. It's like a light blue or whatever that like silver shark gray stuff is on another Corvette. But I drove like an hour and a half to go get it, and what he didn't tell me is it was also damaged in the exact same spot, but that one was like missing just like a chunk, like a small little like 1/2 centimeter by 1/2 centimeter square in the bottom, which I think I can replace with body filler or just fill in with body filler. And this is gonna have to get painted anyway. That one's gonna have to get painted anyway, so that one just seemed like less work, and I got it for like 150 bucks, so it wasn't that bad. Anyway, that's gonna have to come off again regardless, as is this, because we have to put the new foam piece on, and we have to pull this rear bash bar out anyway. But for now, I just wanted to get mostly the fender liner on so that I can drive in the rain without having to worry about any electronics getting wet. And then this came off so that we can rewire the new taillights, which I'll show you in a moment. But that's what we're doing today. And then we have some other stuff planned if it comes in the mail. And I guess let's work on getting this fender liner in. Okay, so to get this fender liner on, there's just a few bolts, one right here. Here, they're not even bolts, they're screws, which kind of blows my mind. One right here, and there is one bolt right here, which connects to this bracket. This one right here also connects to the fender, so I'm gonna leave that one for when I put the fender on. Although I did realize that I forgot to grab the brake ducting from my house. There's a brake duct that mounts right here and flows air onto the rotors. So we're gonna go grab that. We have to go to O'Reilly's and grab some other parts anyway, but she's on. She's looking good. Don't have to worry about electronics anymore. It's not 100% straight. I couldn't really get it up anymore, but I think she'll do okay. So I think she's all good. Oh, there's also some screws on the underneath, but that goes in the bumper, so we'll do those later as well. In the meantime, while I wait for my ride to come to take me back home to get the brake ducting, I'm gonna work on the taillights. So these are the connectors that we snipped for the trailer lights. I'm just gonna wire them back up. This one obviously goes over there. Wire them back up, and then how this works is there's a main connection for the entire harness. That plugs in, supplies power to the rest of the wiring in here, and then these will plug into the new taillights. Okay, so we went and got the brake ducting. This actually mounts up to this bolt, so I have to undo this bolt. It goes through both the liner and the brake ducting. And then there's a bolt on the bottom that holds it on. There's also a clip, which I don't have any clips, so I'll have to get some. This right here is for a clip as well. And then the fender goes through this as well. So I'll do that one once we get the fender on. So we'll throw that on. And then after that, we will throw the bumper on, which we have rewired up with these nice connectors, the solder connectors. So the bumper's all good to go. We reinstalled the locking mechanism. So we'll have a button to unlock the trunk now. And then I got some new LEDs for the license plate lights as well. So that's all going well. And I will show you the new taillights. Thank you, Morimoto. Oh my God. They look so good. So we'll get the fender on, then we'll get the bumper on, and then we'll get the taillights in, and then we'll show you the end result. Okay, so I realized that I don't think I needed to take the fender off to do the fender liner, because I thought the fender liner hooked kind of underneath this, but it really doesn't. And on the other side, it just kind of like is flush with it. It kind of goes on around the back of this side, but I think we could have done it without. So noted. If you're doing this, you don't need to take the fender off to do the fender liner, I think. I'm gonna throw the bumper on. I did get distracted from this wire right here, this wire right here. So it turns out this comes just end from factory. And Kaylin was saying it's like some type of radio receiver, but we're not going to be using the radio, so that can just stay there. And that one, I was concerned mostly because it looks like it bolts right here, but this is bolted to the fiberglass, so I didn't really think that was a ground. So I'm like, that doesn't really make sense. But it really don't matter for me because I'm not going to be using the radio anyway. So we're going to go ahead and throw the bumper on, connect everything, all the electronics, and then we'll throw the taillights on. So for the taillights, you have this connector here. This is the same connection as the main wire. So I think this splices into the main connector, and that might be for the reverse lights, because I swear I saw reverse lights on these. So I think it kind of reroutes the reverse lights from the main connector onto the headlights or taillights. The taillights connect with the same clip, and then there are other extensions that go off this that connect in this one, which I think is probably for the reverse lights. But regardless, we're gonna go ahead and throw these in. Sophie.
What's up?
Come here.
Oh, you're fucking kidding me.
Holy
shit. Oh my God.
It's still hyper flashing. What's it supposed to be?
Yeah, I like the trailer lights better. That looks so damn good.
Okay, and then I also look at this.
Is that the reverse light?
I knew it.
What?
That is the reverse light. It lights up all of them.
Oh hell yeah, that's so
Holy
bright.
shit. And then tell me how the brakes work.
Press the brake again? Oh, nice. Nice.
Oh my God.
They just go really bright and then the middle one flashes.
I cannot wait to show you.
That is badass.
Wow. Alrighty, y'all. That wraps up this episode. Taillights look great. the centers of them are actually tied in with the reverse lights, which is why they have that extra wiring harness. So the taillights and the lower reverse lights both work, so you can see very well, which is exactly what I wanted, because the windows are so darkly tinted that at night it's hard to see behind you. So those will help illuminate. I think next episode I'm also going to wire in the rear camera and the dash cam. That way I can have the reverse cam when I'm reversing and stuff like that. But that's pretty much it for the stereo. I can't tell you much of how to install it because Kaylin did the whole thing, thank God, because I am bad at wiring. But I do know that he went to try and get a dash kit to wire this in. The original one is a double DIN. This one was a single DIN, even though I thought it was a double DIN. So we needed some type of kit to help install it. And apparently with these C6s, if you have the Bose speakers, it's an absolute pain in the ass. He had to spend, I think, $270 on my card for this dash kit, but he wired it all up. It looks great. It does have touchscreen, it has Apple CarPlay, and it has a rear camera, which I won't wire in because I have like that mirror dash cam. So I'll just I can touch this mirror and it'll show me behind me, so I don't need to do that. But regardless, that is all for this episode. Thank you for tuning in. If you guys have any questions, if you're doing this yourself, just leave a comment. I'll answer anything if I missed anything. Oh yeah, we also got the back panel right in the center back together. Put a light back in there and then just basically put it there. There's like a couple clips that hold it on. But she's coming along. A few more stuff to do before she's ready for wrap, so stay tuned. But I appreciate you guys watching, and peace.
Keeping it G ain't nothing. You ain't gotta like it cause the hood don't love it. You ain't gotta like it cause the hood don't love it. Watch a young nigga show his ass out public. I got the whole block bumping. You ain't gotta like it cause the hood don't love it. You ain't gotta like it cause the hood don't love it. Watch a young nigga show his ass out public. Nah, you know what this is. Tell them this a celebration, bitch, yes. Where the barbecue pits and the mini bikes, mini skirts in the seas and the Miller Lights, domino tables, who got big six? Where I'm from, we do concrete backflips, flip fly back. Through the ghettos where I bring hip hop back. Real niggas love me, they tell me keep it pushing. The only niggas speak for wayside of central bookings. County jails and them lockdowns up north. Said I should have it if Scarface passed the torch. That's how they feel, Jack. Look, this more than rap. This that project haircut in a quota set. This is where Jose front you them quotas at. Meet your quota whenever I put a quota.